Hat, sunglasses, Pepsi, notes, sources, thick skin, check. You already know. Let's go. Golden Blued is a college football YouTube channel for entertainment. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into our next college football video. I had so much fun with my first bragging rights video that I decided to do another one. That's right, I've already put one out. The first one was about the Carolinas, the best teams in the states of North Carolina and South Carolina, the best FBS college football teams, aka the best teams in the Carolinas. So if you haven't watched that video, go check that out as soon as you're done with this video. I decided to also move a little bit north with this bragging rights video. I was going to do just the Virginias, but there's not quite enough teams to make a good list. So I'm also including the states of Pennsylvania and Maryland. So these are the best teams, FBS college football teams, out of the states of Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. Now remember, bragging rights are only good for 1 year. Remember, it's only good for 1 year because you have to do it all over again the next year. And isn't that one of the main reasons why we even watch sports? Whatever sport you watch, whether it's college football, the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and so on and so forth, the main reason is to have bragging rights. So in my bragging rights videos, I'm going to go more regional because it's a little more personal when you go regional. That's the one thing that I don't like about conference realignment. Being regional is a thing of the past. So here are the best teams out of the states of Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. First, we will start with 2021. Who had the bragging rights in 2021? Starting at the bottom, number 11, Temple. Yes, Temple is located in the state of Pennsylvania. Last year, they went 3-9, and they were just a terrible football team. Coming in at number 10, Navy, located in the state of Maryland. And the reason that they're one spot above Temple is they have one more win, 4-8, and they did beat Temple head-to-head. A lot of these I have to count head-to-head as tiebreakers because these records are actually very, very similar. Coming in at number 9 is Virginia. They went 6-6, not a terrible record, but any team that they played out of the state of Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania, they lost to. So they're coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, Virginia Tech. They went 6-7. Well, they had one more loss than Virginia. Well, the tiebreaker was they beat Virginia head-to-head. So I put Virginia Tech one spot above Virginia. So for 2021, Virginia Tech had bragging rights over Virginia. Coming in at number 7, Old Dominion. They also finished 6-7, but they beat Virginia Tech. So I had to put them one spot above Virginia Tech. So Old Dominion had bragging rights over Virginia Tech in 2021. Coming in at number 6, Marshall. Finishing 7-6. They beat Navy and Old Dominion. So they beat two teams out of that region. Coming in at number 5, West Virginia with a 6-7 record. And they did beat Virginia Tech. So they had bragging rights over Virginia Tech in 2021. Coming in at number 4 was Maryland. They went 7-6. But they beat West Virginia and Virginia Tech. People forget that they played both of those two teams last year and beat them both. That's why Maryland is all the way up at number 4 despite only being 7-6. Plus the rest of the region wasn't very good either. Coming in at number 3, Penn State. Also 7-6. Why are they one spot above Maryland? Because they beat Maryland head-to-head. So there was that tiebreaker. Coming in at number 2, Liberty. Liberty, the best team out of this region? Yes. Yes, they finished 8-5 and they beat Old Dominion head-to-head. But the number 1 team out of this region, and it really, really pains me to say this, but it is the truth, Pitt. They finished 11-3, ACC champs. They beat Virginia Tech and Virginia last year, so they were the best team out of that region. Fast forward to 2022. Remember, bragging rights only good for 1 year. Who has the bragging rights for 2022? Well, you actually have to add one more team because James Madison made the bump up to FBS, and they are located, I believe, in the state of Virginia. So this list gets bumped up to 12 teams. Coming in at dead last, number 12, same as last year, dead last, Temple, same record, 3-9. Same result, they suck. Coming in at number 11, even worse than last year, Virginia Tech, finishing 3-8. They did beat Liberty, but they didn't get to play Virginia this year, so that's why they don't have bragging rights over Virginia. They just didn't play because of the tragic events that happened. Coming in at number 10, Old Dominion. Old Dominion dropped 3 spots, same as Virginia Tech. They also dropped 3 spots. They finished 3-9, but they did beat Virginia Tech, which is why they are ranked above Virginia Tech in this region. Coming in at number 9 is Virginia. They finished 3-7. They beat Old Dominion, did not play Virginia Tech, and that's why they're ranked above Old Dominion, because they beat Old Dominion head-to-head. So we do have tiebreakers at least. That helps. Coming in at number 8 is Navy. They finished 4-8, which means they rose 2 spots in my rankings from number 10 to number 8. Virginia stayed the same at number 9. And of course, Navy once again had the head-to-head win against Temple. So they're at number 8. Coming in at number 7, West Virginia. Down 2 spots. But we did beat Virginia Tech, and we finished the season 5-7. That is a terrible, terrible year for West Virginia. Coming in at number 6, Liberty, finishing 8-5, down 4 spots though, because other teams did better. They did beat Old Dominion head-to-head. Coming in at number 5 is James Madison, new to the bunch. They finished 8-3, and they do have a head-to-head win over Old Dominion. Coming in at number 4 is Maryland. They finished 7-5. Pretty decent year, but not the best year. Coming in at number 3, this also pains me, Marshall. Yes, Marshall finished above West Virginia. Marshall rose 3 spots from last year's rankings. They finished 9-4. They beat James Madison and Old Dominion. Coming in at number 2, talk about a double whammy. This one also pains me. Pitt, falling 1 spot, but still pretty stinking good this year compared to the rest of the region. They finished 8-4. They beat West Virginia and Virginia Tech and Virginia. So yes, they are definitely high on this list. They finished number 2. But the number 1 team, we do have a number 1 team, and it is Penn State. Penn State rising 2 spots. This year they finished 10-2. They did beat Maryland head-to-head. And don't worry, I will pick other regions and rank the teams within those regions. This is just one of those ideas that popped in my head, and now I think I'm going to roll with it. I think it could be pretty fun to do. Remember, I've already done the rankings on the Carolinas, the best teams out of the Carolinas, so go check out that video when you get a chance. But as for this video, y'all let me know in the comments section what you think about rankings, both for 2021 and for 22. And if you disagree, let me know what your list would look like in the region of Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. We will keep this series going. That's all I got for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.